When Shimon Majumdar walks along the San Francisco shoreline with her daughter, she sees a world that's becoming increasingly uninhabitable. Every year, roughly 7 trillion tiny pieces of plastic flow into the San Francisco Bay. Plastic is a form of fossil fuel, and it takes a lot of energy to make.
From its entire life cycle, from the extraction to the production of plastic to plastic degrading, you have emissions of greenhouse gases.
Most plastic we put in recycling bins ends up in landfills because it's too expensive for cities to actually recycle it. From there, it often blows into the ocean or gets dumped there. This year, Majumdar filed a lawsuit with the environmental group Earth Island Institute against Big Plastic. The suit alleges that companies like Coca-Cola and Clorox are lying to consumers by telling them their products are recyclable.
It's the same playbook that Big Oil used, that Big Tobacco used, very sophisticated narratives that really convince people that, this is a problem because of individuals, not because of the product.
It's easy to blame individuals for issues as big as plastic waste and climate change.
The level of worry increased significantly as the research became more and more dire.
Dave Owen, an environmental law professor at the University of California, Hastings, says in the 2000s, lawyers increasingly began to turn to the courts to force institutions to take responsibility for this crisis. Global warming was also deeply political, even as new research made it clear humans were to blame. This footage is from a Republican presidential debate in 2007.
Yes or no for you? Do you believe that global climate change is a serious threat and caused by human activity?
Well, do you want to give me a minute to answer that?
No, I don't.
Well, then I'm not going to answer it.
If this issue wasn't going to be tackled by lawmakers on their own, lawyers needed to force them to respond. But then and now, these cases are hard to win. Owen says when it comes to lawsuits filed against fossil fuel companies, the rulings from judges have gone something like this.
This is too big, too political, too standardless for us as judges to touch. Really, what you are doing here is seeking a political fix, and that should be sought through the elected branches of government rather than through the courts.
One example of that is Juliana versus United States. That's the case where 21 young people sued the federal government. They argue the White House has encouraged the production of fossil fuels, thus infringing on their right to a sustainable planet.
We're here on very basic grounds that every single citizen has fundamental, inalienable rights to natural resources necessary for life.
In early 2020, a federal appeals court issued a ruling in response to Juliana, and the judges were sympathetic to the argument the plaintiffs were making. One judge wrote,
"In the mid-1960s, a popular song warned that we were on the eve of destruction.
Tell me,
The plaintiffs in this case have presented compelling evidence that climate change has brought that eve nearer."
I don't believe we're on the eve of destruction.
The judge continues.
"Failure to change existing policy may hasten an environmental apocalypse.
But then the judge concludes.
Such relief is beyond our constitutional power. Rather, the plaintiff's impressive case for redress must be presented to the political branches of government."
Philip Gregory, an attorney in the Juliana case, disagrees. He says the courts have taken on big issues before, like Brown versus Board of Education, where the Supreme Court ordered schools to desegregate.
It wasn't like the president said, oh, we need to deal with segregation. It was the courts who were out front, and it was the kids in Brown and similar cases that really forced the courts to address these issues.
So environmental lawyers like him keep fighting. Justice moves slowly, but politics seems to move even slower. And when it comes to the climate crisis, we're running out of time and people to blame.
We're on the eve of destruction.
For Philosophy Talk, I'm Holly J. McDede.